love you. We
welcome,
miss
ma.
you.
We're happy to
We
have you in
love
our
you.
midst. You're
You're
welcome, ma.
welcome, ma.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow. Wow.
Minister Daniel, I'm just coming straight from, like, I literally took a 2-day trip, Turkey, landed in New York last night, took my dad to the hospital all day. I just walked into my house, making a phone call. I'm trying to get him a bed. And then I'm looking at your messages and I'm like, wait, this event is today? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That is so unprofessional. Pastor Dan, please let me know what you would have me do, sir.
Okay, so let me say this, guys. I didn't say one thing, and I left it out intentionally. You see, when we paused leadership by design for 3 years, I told you that my motivation was affected. Yesterday, I was telling them about how they should um, they should keep their motivation alive. They should keep their drive for whatever dream or vision alive. And I told them how mine was affected. So I had to pause leadership by design. And while I was still contemplating about when is it going to start again, that was around last year, January. I was trying to buy fuel then. I think that was fuel scarcity in Nigeria. And I just got a call from her. When a minister calls, you just know that God has probably put something in her heart to just tell you. When I saw the call, I said, am I dreaming? You know, and I picked it up. And of course, she was like, come. I mean, after the normal greeting, she was like, what is happening to leadership by design? I was like, ma'am, we've not been able to do that thing for 3 years, and I don't even know what to do. She said, you know what? You must put that program this year. And I keep telling her, I said, thank God for that call, because that call is why we are even gathered together this evening. And ma'am, honestly speaking, that call has like a ripple effect, has done a lot of things. We're able to have the conference, and from the conference, we started other things. And right now, we have about 16 people that have made up their minds to be part of Leadership by Design. All to that phone call you made, so I want to say thank you. I don't know, these are new members, so I don't know what you want to tell them. Please go ahead and just say something, whatever you want to tell us, please just go ahead and say to us.
Okay. Thank you. How many minutes do I have?
Okay, guys, I know we said 7:30, right? So it's almost time. Sorry, that's about 8:30. But
oh no, like I can wrap in 5 minutes if you want me to.
No, maybe we could just guys, can we just give her 30 minutes?
Oh, that is long. Like if you guys like already were going to leave, like when were you going to end?
Okay, we're supposed to end by 8:30.
And what time is it now?
This is already 8:30. So guys, let me
oh,
just
it's 8:30. So
yes, don't worry, let me just hear. Guys, what do you guys think? Can you say something from the chat box?
Go ahead, ma.
And we really have been talking to you, ma, so we can wait.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
For me, whatever time you want to pick, how many minutes you want to do it, whether it's an hour, we are here waiting for you.
Honestly, we are waiting. I can't wait to hear you speak, ma.
I'm going to raise this. Thank you so much, Minister Daniel. Thank you. I am so grateful and I am so honored. So number one is you show up as a leader, regardless of where you are, who you are, how you feel, what you don't feel, who you're not. You show up. You show up exactly how you are. If you look at my face, I have not taken a shower in days because I've been in the air. You don't have to know that. You don't have to have that information. People don't have to know what is going on in your life, but just show up. You just show up. You don't have to have on makeup. If you guys follow me on social media, you know that I am the makeup queen. You know that I always look practically perfect. I'm pretty much like a doll all of the time, or most of the time, not all of the time. And so when I have something to do that is impromptu, now this was not impromptu, but because I have been in Nigeria for a month now. I have been ministering. I've been doing philanthropy. I've been taking care of my dad. I've been wifing. I've been a whole lot of things. And then I was in the air for 2 days and just landed yesterday. I lost track of the time, and I really thought that this event was tomorrow. Now, when he sent me a message now telling me, oh, hey, let's go ahead, just give us a date. No. So as a leader, you are going to have to show up just as you are. Try your hardest not to extend things to the next day. So I remember when I actually dropped out in 2021, I was doing my master's program in death, which is in thanatology. And because it was the COVID period, and I'm also in nursing as well, I was bagging dead bodies every day. I was trying to work on my father's immigration, working on my husband's immigration, still dealing with the pain of losing my mother and all of that. It was just too much. I was evicted. I had to find a new house. I was homeless. I was sleeping on the floor. My gosh. And so I was like, I'm just going to just drop out of this school thing. I would resume when I need to resume. Do you know that this year, when I now made up my mind to pick up from where I left off, they actually told me that you only have 4 classes to graduate. I said, no. Please, can you tell me all the classes, all of the 500 classes that I have to graduate? Because you see, what I did was, because of the situation that I was in at that time, I couldn't really see the reality of things. There is a saying that says that you're too close to the forest to see the trees. I didn't I wasn't taking full inventory of where I was. I just allowed all of my situations to cloud my judgment. And oh my God, I have 500 classes. Oh, I have 500 classes before I graduate, which of course is impossible, but that's how I felt. I felt like, oh God, I have 500 courses to finish. So when I called them this January and they told me that you have only 4 classes, you should have seen how I was shouting on the woman. No, now, it is more than 4 classes now. What are you talking about? Like, it's more than 4 classes. And she was like, you are graduating in May. And I said, no, I'm not graduating in May. I'm graduating 5 years from now. It's not possible. I have 500 courses left. What's my point? My point is, don't move things to the next day. So if somebody can be typing this, so number 1 is that you show up exactly how you are. You show up exactly how you are. You show up exactly where you are. You like, there's this saying, walk with a limp. Even though you are limping, even though you are tired, show up like that. I ministered in a city called Kuje this last Sunday. It's a city in Abuja. I was so tired that I knelt down to minister. That was how exhausted I was. I could have easily said, I beg. Sure, people know that I've been evangelizing for the past month. I'm tired. You can't say that. Once your face is on a flyer, you have to show up. So you have to show up. Somebody is unmuted on this line. So if you can please mute yourself. So number 1 is that you have to show up. Number 2, just as I said, don't take all the wahala of today and then shift it into tomorrow. Okay, so don't assume that the trouble of today is so much. And even if it is so much, if you tackle the trouble that is for today, you'll be able to handle the trouble that is for tomorrow. So stop piling things up. Just get it done. Things are really, really not as big as you think they are. Because I honestly thought that, because my mind was so traumatized, bagging dead bodies, I just assumed that my classes were 700 classes to finish. I assumed that everything in my life was catastrophic because my job was catastrophic. Okay, so don't catastrophize as a leader. Number 3, as a leader, please know that in the good times and in the bad times, you are a leader. So, I just arrived from Nigeria last night. Do you know that one of my staff sent me a whole epistle? A whole epistle. This is what I learned from you, including supreme yogurt that I take like 10 a day. It got to a point that this boy will come in the morning and he will have 10 frozen yogurts for me everywhere that we are going because he was observant. You, this woman, you don't eat. Make sure that you do what you like doing. Me, when I'm in Nigeria, it is Supreme Yogurt. It is yellow. Those of you who don't know what yellow is, garden egg. It is balango. It is because I live in New York, so like I don't get all these things, right? So I do what makes me happy, and I do not care who is watching me, who is looking at me, who is, you understand? As a leader, be yourself. So today, when they sent me all those text messages, about how I impacted them in just this month because I brought in new staff plus the old ones. You know, I noticed I'm just myself. I am just myself. Do what you like to do and just be yourself. But know that they are looking. Know that they are watching. The Bible says that don't let your good be spoken evil of. There is a context to that. You're here doing all these mighty things. You're doing these great things. You're writing books. You're publishing books. You're writing songs. You're doing all of that. But there's an aspect in your life where you're talking to people anyhow. You're rolling your eyes. You don't respect your husband. You don't respect your wife. All that. What that's going to do, it is going to tarnish the reputation, that good reputation. So as a leader, okay, Daddy, thank you. So I'm also a caregiver. I take care of my father. He's 77 years old, and he was just showing me his injection. He has forgotten that I gave him the injection already on Monday. So that's another thing, right? Is honor your family. Your family comes first. So I was already scheduled to be in Nigeria to the last week of March. And then my father now started to give me some health concerns. And I threw him on the plane and landed yesterday. I can't begin to tell you the kind of connections that I had to meet in March in Nigeria that could really, really change my life, put more money in my account. But my family comes first. What am I with all of that money and my father dies? All of that money and I don't have a marriage. All of that money and I don't have investments. I don't have land. I don't have a car. I don't have a pension job. But I have all of this fanfare. Your family comes first, and first things come first. So that's another point. Your family comes first, and then another point, first things come first. Those are two different things. Number one, your family comes first. Number two, first things come first. On that first things come first. What is your retirement plan, my dear? Have you thought about what you're going to do when you're 60 years old? Oh, my children will take care of me. Who told you? Oh, my spouse will take care of me. Who told you? What if your spouse goes before you? Oh, I will have a pension. Who told you? In what system? What if the company closes and now says that one thing? It happens. People work for 65 years and they tell them that the company crashed or something. What is your plan? What's your plan? Are you going to go into a nursing home? Those of you who are Nigerians here and live in Nigeria, I'm sure you know who Olu Jacobs is. Did he ever think that he will be where he is now? Right now, he has full-blown dementia. Doesn't know himself, doesn't know his wife. He's now in a facility in Lagos. Do you know how much it is to pay for such a facility, for such a caliber? Oh, God forbid that can never happen to me. Who told you? Is there money aside for your old age? As you're leading people, my dear, lead yourself. As you're leading people, lead yourself. You must get a driver's license. Have gold. Where's my bag? Have gold. Let me show you something. Where's this thing? Have gold. Have investments. As I'm looking for this thing, please write down the investment that you already have. What investment do you have? Do you have a car? Do you have a house? What is the investment that you have? Write it down. Or what is the investment that you wish to have? I'm waiting. Write it down. See, you're not writing because you haven't done that yet. You say, where am I supposed to get that from? Who told you that? Who told you that it has to do with age or it has to do with the region that you're from? Let me show you something. As a leader, you have to lead yourself first. As a leader, you have to lead yourself first. I want to show you something. Okay, see this small chain? See how small it is? If you can see it, just type yes. Can you see how small it is? See how tiny it is? Can you see it? It's very tiny. Okay, this is not even Dubai gold. Dubai gold is the top gold in the world. That's the number one gold in the world. So see how tiny it is. I went to, when I was in Abuja just a few days ago, I went to weigh this. Do you know how much it is? 97,000. I've owned it for 2 years. If I want to sell it now, 97,000, guess what? It's not Dubai gold. This is English gold. This is English gold. Not even Swiss. This is English gold. 90 something. What would it be if it was Dubai? In just 2 years. What's my point? No matter how small it is, go and buy it and keep it. As a leader, you must lead yourself first. Buy gold, buy silver, buy land. There's one village where you are. There's one lungu where you are. Go and look for land there. Nobody will come there. Who told you? The land is 150. They would even be laughing as they're selling the land to you because it's 100,000 naira. You'll be laughing. What kind of land is 100,000 naira? When people start moving in there, it becomes 5 million, 6 million, 10 million. It becomes unbuyable. As a leader, lead yourself. As a leader, lead yourself. You must have some form of investment, no matter how small. Have a job. And I'm wrapping up now. Have a job. You're leading people, but make sure that you're using your talents. Make sure that you're using your gifts. I've written about 16 to 17 books. You can get all my books on Amazon. I have 4 albums out. I remembered when I would write a book and I would just keep it. I wouldn't be able to publish it because I thought that it was not good enough. Or I couldn't finish my whole train of thought. So I'll just keep it and sit on it. And then my mother died. I used all of that anger. I used all that adrenaline to finish my first book. I kept on writing until it was 600 and something pages. And we had to stop. That book is so big. Let's see. Do I have? I think I took it to the publisher. But this is my latest book. Woman of Purpose. And then this is my favorite book. I've written a lot of books, but this is my favorite book. Put yourself first. You'll find it. Put yourself first. Stop drowning. Put yourself first. Stop drowning. If you're going to be a leader, you have to put yourself first. If somebody asks you, Ma, because people know that I'm into philanthropy, heavy philanthropy in communities. So people have seen a lot of things that I'm doing. If you're not part of my budget, you're not part of my budget. You have to learn how to say no. That's another point. Please write that down. It has to be part of your plan. It has to be part of your budget. If it is not part of your plan, you would now move from being a leader to a follower and then being a goat, not even a sheep. Don't do that. It's not part of your budget. It's not part of your plan. I'm not doing it. I receive a lot of messages. I just received one now, Seth. Right before I started to talk to you, oh my school fees, my mother is dying. Oh, and so you now ask yourself, how many letters like this are you going to get now? It's forever. So are you going to help forever? It's like a doctor really thinking that he can cure everybody. It's come on. You yourself will get sick with a sickness that cannot be cured. That is it. If you keep on helping everybody, you will get sick from a sickness that cannot, from an incurable disease, tiredness and depression. So you have to learn how to say no. And as you're giving to them, please be giving to yourself. So you know how we Nigerians now, we are very, very entitled. Your money belongs to everybody. I don't know where Nigerians got this mentality from. No, wala. Since they are calling you and asking you for 50,000 and you don't know how to say no, this is what I do. Ma, please, can I borrow 50,000 from you? Don't worry, I will pay tomorrow. I ask myself, do I have 100,000? I always double whatever people are asking. Even my husband, even my family members. If they ask me for 20,000, I must have 40. So that as I'm giving that 20, I'm putting 20 in my savings account so that the thing won't pay me. Do you understand? So if somebody is now asking you for 500,000, you could know that one is 1 million now. So your answer is no, now, Abi. But some of us, we will say, okay. Here's the 500,000, and then you'll be angry and you'll be bitter.
Exactly.
And the Bible said that don't give grudgingly. So, bros, how now? Don't do it. If you can't give that same measure to yourself, don't do it. What does this have to do with being a leader, my dear? If you're not standing tall, if you are not whole, body, soul, and spirit, you can't lead. These are little foxes that destroy the whole leader. Money problems, inability to say no, seeking for approval, seeking for validation. So you say yes, and you're so angry and bitter. At this point, please go ahead and type your questions in. I would rather that it's typed so that we don't deal with static in the voices. So just go ahead and type. Type any question. There's nothing under the face of the sun that I've not experienced. God delivered me from drinking. I have lost 8 embryos, which means I've lost 8 babies. I used to run to drinking to run. Yeah. To run. So people do drugs, people do sexing, people do texting, people do all kinds of things, and I was drinking, and I was not satisfied until I threw up all over the wall and all over the floor, then I will know, okay, and of course all the problems will still be facing me by the time that I was done. So I'm coming from a wealth of knowledge. I'm coming from a wealth of experiences. I am a daddy's girl. I'm an only child. I was born with a gold spoon, not even a silver spoon. Yet God took me through a route of loneliness and homelessness and penury. My story doesn't even rhyme with my beginning. It doesn't rhyme with where I'm coming from. And I thank God for that. Because no one can take the glory for my story. I have a rod in my spinal cord from scoliosis. I was born with a spinal disease. And you will never know unless I tell you, because I have a rod in my spinal cord. So I experience pain on a daily basis. As I'm speaking to you right now, I have piercing pain in my spinal cord. But I have a profession to do. I have a job to do, and I'm doing it. So please ask me questions at this time. Any question, relationships, marriage. I've been married for 12 years. I'm a music minister. I'm a businesswoman. I own a company with 42 departments. Ask me anything. I'm here.
All right, amazing. So, guys, let's type in our questions as swift as we can, so that we need to let her go. She needs to take care of her dad. Thank you so much, Minister Omenesa. You've always been a blessing. All the things
Thank
you
you
said,
so much.
I shared with them. So can we make that swift, guys? Let's go ahead. Thank you so much. I don't know when you'll be in Nigeria again. When would that be? That's maybe that. Let me start with that question.
I am thinking sometime in June or July. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of
I
things
should be in
to.
Nigeria too. So I think we
Okay.
should be able to catch up then. We should be able to catch up then. I've not been
Okay.
able to see you in a while. So, but I think I'll make it. I'll make out time. I'll be in Nigeria by July. Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Cool.
All right. So
No
who is
one has
asking
any
questions?
questions?
Are you guys okay? Maybe they're still blown away.
Well, do you have a question, sir?
I think I do. So how do you deal with people with a how do I even say it now? So someone is asking about, okay, but let me just add mine. How do you deal with people that you seem to love them, but they kind of have this entitlement mentality? You try to show them some kind of care when I mean, genuinely, you know that they are in need, and you try to offer support. But after a while, if you don't turn that support, or maybe whenever they ask you and you probably don't have, they feel offended, and like it's their right for you to be. How do you deal with those people, even if when you have genuine love? I mean the kind of agape kind of love for them. How do you deal with them?
You have to love yourself first. So people who are entitled are selfish. People who are entitled are narcissistic. They may not realize that that's where they are, but that's where they are. And what makes them so dangerous is that they don't realize where they are. And even if they realize where they are so caught up in their desperation and in their bad habits. It's like someone who does drugs. Oh, today is the last day. I promise you, today is the last time. Just give me this and let me just do this one last hit. And I promise you it's the last time. He truly means it. When he's telling you that it's the last time, he really, really means that it's the last time that he will borrow money from you. It is the last time that I will lie against you. It is the last time that I will hit you. It is the last time. They really mean it. But you see, that thing is stronger than them. It is a perpetual habit. It is something that started since they were small, since they were young. So are you not going to now use yourself as a catalyst or as an experiment to now change who they are? Of course not. So what you do, sir, is that you say no and don't be sentimental. Don't be sentimental about it, because it is infringing on your peace of mind. It's infringing on you. So the answer is no. Oh, sweetheart, I love you so much. And now, I don't help you Tate now, but this one, sorry, I know fit, I beg. Because me too, I have my own needs. I'm thinking of buying a car. I want to buy a crib for my new baby. I want to pay the rent. I want to go on vacation with my family. I can't give you this money. Thank you. And don't say sorry, because they're not entitled. Don't say, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't help you. No, I don't say that. I don't use my oh, please, I don't waste my sorries. Oh, I don't. I'm not saying sorry if I'm not sorry. For what? So, oh, please, can you please help me? I can't. Have a good day. Take care. Oh my God, she's so rude. Isn't there any other way? Well, you too are rude to know that I'm taking care of my father and you're asking me for money. Like, are you okay? So, like, you should be planning on how to contribute into my own life. So no, I am not sorry. I cannot help you. Have a good day, though. I pray that God provides for you. Bye. Okay, so I see another question.
Yeah. So let me read.
Okay, so how can one?
Okay, you can read now.
Okay, so how can one overcome fear? You jump out of the plane. If you're scared of heights, you jump out of the plane. If you're scared of blood, you become a doctor. Honestly, that's how you tackle your fear. Somebody breaks up with you, so running away. Go and show your face. Go and see who he's with. Go and see who she's with. Hello. You knew. Face it. Face it. Don't run away from it. That's how you handle fear. Face it. I had no reason to do my NYSC. I was not raised in Nigeria, so what am I doing NYSC for? But God told me that I should go to Nigeria and do NYSC and that I should not do arrangee. Because my father is Bishop Oruma. The arrangee would have been very simple. I would have just been drinking ice cream for 1 year. And my father even called me. He said, "Come, are you sure that I should not arrange this thing for you?" I said, "No, that God said that I'm going to be a CRK teacher." Everybody was laughing at me. Do you know that when we went to Gwagwala that day, secondary, whatever, when we went, where was the place, Seth? In Kubwa. And they put us in foreign trained category. And then they now called me out. Everybody was waiting. CBN now, Omolo. Omenesa, Oruma, Akomolafe, you have been transferred or you've been posted to Gwagwala that day secondary school as a CRK teacher. And I did it. I didn't do it in Gwagwala that day secondary school because it was too far from my house. And my house at the time was in Gimbia. So that didn't make any sense. But I went to go and teach for Benson in Dakusa school. As scared as I was. Then I didn't have a Nigerian accent. Like when Mr. Daniel met me, like my accent, like my American accent was still very, very, very strong. Even now, I have a very strong American accent, but I've watched a lot of YouTube. I've watched a lot of Nollywood films and whatever. And I really, really worked on my accent so that I can relate to everybody, so that I can be a Roman in Rome, you know? And I did it afraid. So do it afraid. That's how you overcome fear. How does a leader boost his or her self-esteem after being depressed due to work-life imbalance? And where do you differ or draw the line between putting yourself first and being selfish and proud? Being selfish and proud is not a synonym to putting yourself first. So first of all, that is the narrative that you have to cancel. Putting yourself first is not a synonym. It is not another word for pride. Putting yourself means bathing yourself, brushing your teeth first, putting the oxygen on your own self before you put on to someone. It is not a synonym or an anonym. Yeah, it is not an anonym or a synonym for selfish or proud. So the way you worded that question already shows me that you already have, that you equate putting yourself first with being pompous. No, it is a necessity, for crying out loud. So we landed from the airport yesterday, got home. I allowed my dad to sleep for 5 hours. Then I took him to emergency. I took him to the hospital. I watched how they put drip on him, how they were caring for him, how they were poking here and poking there and whatever. And I said, Omenesa, you don't go chop. You don't go eat. I sat and I said, no, let me watch him and let me see. I said, as they are putting drip inside, that is his food though. They are taking care. The man is actually better than you now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because they are taking care of him. You're sitting down there, your stomach is growling, you are tired, you are yawning, you are answering people anyhow because you're irritated. Omenesa, carry yourself and go and eat. Your father is in good hands. And I spent correct money and ate correctly until they now called me and told me that my father was ready to be picked up right opposite. I went opposite the hospital and I ate. You deserve to eat too, dear. You deserve it. There is no demarcation of pride or selfish. Put yourself first. When you learn to love yourself, you automatically love others amicably and in a respectful way and in a better way and in a wholesome way. How do you boost your self-esteem? You throw yourself into your purpose. You throw yourself into your job. My mother died and I became a thanatologist. I was a retailer before my mother died. As soon as my mother died, I became a nurse in hospice. Use your pain. Use your pain. Ask yourself, why are you suffering from low self-esteem? What is it? You are an onion. Peel it. What is it? Okay, because of what my mother said when I was 5 years old. Oh, okay. So why did your mother say what she said when you were 5 years old? Is it giving you heart palpitations? Is it giving you pity? Peel it. Then go and write a book on it. Or do a life support group or do something on it. Use your pain. Okay, use your pain. Ma, at a point where you feel like nothing is working and everything seems to be failing, what can you do? You have to know that God knows your name. You know how you tell people that, oh, my name is Cherry. My name is Caitlin. You're a Nigerian and your name is Caitlin. God knows that your name is Unduka. God knows that your name is Chinedu. You understand? God knows that your name is Abraka. God knows you. You understand? He knows you, not all the peripherals. He is aware of you. So you have to just know that you see this God. So God knows what he's doing. God is fully aware. He knows what he's doing. You may not like it. You may not like how he's doing what he's doing. In fact, today, I looked at him. I looked at me. I said, come, you do the form. You do the form. You are just messing up my life left and right. I did visa for this person. You denied the person. Let them come and help me to take care of my father. You now went and denied the person. I've been married for 12 years. You have not brought my husband here. What did they do you, God? Why now? Then you carry me to go and be singing everywhere. I'm singing. I'm exhausted. I'm ministering to people. I'm laying hands on people. They are getting pregnant. Then I come home. There is no cry of the baby. What are you doing now? No problem, Sha. I shall know that you know what you're doing. But please hurry up. God, you're wasting my time. But then again, like the time that you're wasting is your own time. It's true. Okay, sorry. I love you. Good night. Learn to talk to God like your friend. God, waiting now. That's how you handle it all. I know it sounds like I'm being funny, but that's really how you handle it. When things are not working, just know that God knows what he's doing. I told you I bag dead bodies for a living. So the fact that you are not in a body bag means that there is a plan. That's right. Stay alive and see the plan. I put a rope on my neck now. I drank pills to die. What didn't I do to get out of this world? Wait and see the salvation of the Lord. There is something very big. All the suffer that you have been suffering. Wait and see now. Wait and see how the story will end. It is a movie. Your life is a movie. Wait and see. Wait and see how this thing is going to end. Wait and see. The actor does not die now. The hero does not die. Superman has never died now. Batman has never died. So why do you want to go and die? In your own story? In your own script? You're the production of this. You are the producer of this whole thing, and then you come and die again? Sure? Let somebody else die now. Not you. God is aware of what he's doing. How do you feel when you say no to someone who is deeply in need of help? My dear, you've been helping people that are deeply in need of help. You too, are you not deeply in need of help? Are you not deeply in need of? As you're sitting down there right now, are you not deeply? Uncle Daniel, are you not deeply in need of help about something?
I am in need, though. I am in need, though.
Yeah, I'm deeply in need of help, oh.
I am in need, though, honestly.
I'm deeply in need of help, oh. In fact, I have things that I need that money can't even buy. Oh, so please, I've helped Sister Susan today, Sister Amara. Okay, sorry, Mr. Kenneth, I can't help you today. No vex, I beg. Because you too, you have your own problem that nobody is helping you solve. Oh. Have you forgotten that when you asked somebody to help you, they too said no? Please solve your problems. Ask God, who can I help today and who shouldn't I help? Ask for the spirit of discernment. I am a philanthropist for a living. So please listen to me. I throw away money. Do you understand? On a daily basis. So when I tell you to have discernment, you better have discernment, oh, or you can't put your seed into rotten soil. It's not every sand that will produce. So to answer your question, bros, I don't feel anything, no. I don't feel anything. Because the Bible says to guard your heart. You have to spend money on money I earn, knowing I may be in lack in the net. Yes, now. That's the risk of investment, is that you're investing for tomorrow. You even answered your question. You just wanted me to say it. How do you develop savings habits since family members wouldn't let you save money? No, family members are not stopping you from saving money, dear. You are stopping yourself from saving money. Are they going to beat you? Sure, they will come and slap you if you don't give them money. Oh, God. When you get to a point where you set boundaries and you really love yourself, all those people will stop calling you. Right now, you are attracting leeches because you've opened yourself up. You've told everybody come on, food is ready. Close the restaurants. You are not Mama Put. You're not a booker. Shut the door and nobody will come. Feed your household. Feed yourself. Every Friday, put money in a savings account. No matter how small. Have a bank and also have a piggy bank. Have a piggy bank where you're stuffing your money into, that you're going to have to break it to get the money out. By the time you have broken it like 3 times, even you myself, you ask yourself, bros, now you decrease. You will leave it there. You will stop breaking it all the time. That thing that they do in Nigeria, please, what do they call that thing? That's susu something. There is something in Nigeria. Me, personally, my husband does it and he almost has a heart attack when it's now his time to give. Like, the man looks like he's about to die. I don't understand how people do that thing. I know it works like for some people, but bros, if you don't have integrity, no do amo. You will just burn bridges left and right. Your name will just go everywhere. You will burn bridges. You will burn bridges. Be disciplined with money. You can save money. Stop buying. I was in Turkey yesterday and I said, I must buy a good bra. You know you don't like to wear bras. So now I know that this is personal. But there is somebody here that may need it. I like to wear sports bras. That's like the ones that volleyball players wear. I don't like to wear like actual, like bone bras or padded bras or whatever. So I asked myself, you already have all these bras that you don't use. Now, because you have found yourself in Turkey And everybody knows that their material, that their fabric is quality for a very affordable price. Now you now want to go and buy bra that you will hang in the closet and not use until you're 60. Omenesa, kindly walk yourself out of this store now. And that was exactly what I did. Stop spending. How many black shoes do you have? How many red skirts do you have? For crying out loud. How many Ankaras do you own? Huh? Save money by not buying what you don't need. Stop spending. Stop spending. Someone said, this is deep. Thank you. It's funny that someone said, it's funny that I'm crying and laughing at the same time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your answer, Ma. Thank you. Okay. Do we have any more questions? Did I cover it all? Have a personal relationship with God and make sure, stop going up to him like this huge, this big thing that's carrying a hammer to smite me. No, God is your friend. He cares. Approach him like so. Okay.
So what do we say? What do we say to Dr. Omenesa? Oruma, Akomolafe? What do you say? Please unmute your mic and say something to her. Can we do that now?
Thank you, Ma. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ma. We really appreciate your time.
God bless you. We appreciate.
Really
God bless you. God bless
productive. I'm really blessed.
May you continue to be a blessing to your generation. Thank you so much, Ma.
Live in the name of Jesus.
Thank you very much, Ma. God bless you, Ma. We appreciate.
Thank you very much, Ma. I really appreciate the answer you've given me. For me, I always feel very bad. My heart always bleeds whenever I say no to people. For this answer you've given me, thank you so much. I think I need to work with that, seriously.
Thank you, sir. Let me quickly say something about that. When we struggle with saying no, that means that we have rejection. We have suffered rejection in our private life. It's either like your father rejected you, your mother rejected you, your auntie rejected you, or you were in boarding school, or you were maltreated as a child. So you find it hard to say no because you're seeking for approval, you're seeking for validation. So sometimes being nice too could also mean that you're really not as nice. You are just hungry. You're starving for attention. You're starving for love. So when you start finding out that you cannot say no, most of the time, it is not because you are such a good person. Sometimes it could just mean that you don't want someone to say no to you. You're suffering from rejection. And because you know how painful that feels, you want your giving, that as you give, someone now feels obligated to you. Someone else says, oh, thank you. And then that makes you feel appreciated. And then that heals the wound that nobody can see. So evaluate yourself. Why are you giving so much to your detriment?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma. I appreciate you. I found your emotional healing program some days ago, many years back, and I wonder if they are still on. I was really blessed watching you and Dr. James Akomolafe
Wow.
Yes. I found those clips. I don't know if they are still on, but I really enjoyed them. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. Yes, I still work with NTA, and I still do segments with them. That was even part of why I traveled on this trip, because we are trying to do some new things. Thank you.
Well done, Ma.
I told you that you will never.
God bless you, Ma.
I mean, guess what? I told them? I told them about the incident that occurred when we first met. It was Pastor Mo's program. And on your way down to that program, you had an accident. It was a bike accident, and you had some cut and some blood. And you still made it to that program. You know, you talk about show up. I mean, you are just an example of what you preach, what you talk about. And I told them, I said that was the only thing that swept me off my feet. And even if we had a program, now I was telling them something. I said, what about if you had turned yourself back, or you had called Pastor Man and say, okay, I beg, Oga, see what happened to me. Oh, I don't go feel make this meeting. No. I wouldn't have met you that day. And maybe, who knows, maybe you wouldn't have been here today. And all the lives you touched on the platform of Leadership by Design, that may not have happened. But, you know, so showing up, like you said, showing up for a meeting, even if you don't feel like, it's key. And for me, that's my take home. You know, that's my take home. And that's one thing I would always put in front of my heart all the time. That even if I don't feel like doing something, I will do it. I think you are just an epitome of that. Thank you, Pastor Oruma. I hope we would have some time to talk to us, because, and guys, you know, I was already thinking that, okay, maybe because of the fact that you're trying to talk to daddy's doctor and to monitor his health. So obviously that is a very solid reason why you shouldn't even make it up for this meeting. And you still made up your mind to be here. Thank you so much. I don't take this for granted. Thank you so much.
No. I am very, very grateful. And my philosophy is, once your face is on the flyer, you must show up. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So I'll keep in touch with you. I'll keep briefing you, and I'll let you know how we are doing. You know,
okay. And for my emotional healing support group, you know, if anybody wants to be a part of it, or let me just send the link. So this is the link. I just sent the link now.
Okay.
And yeah, and then you can come on WhatsApp 349-7226 if you need counseling, or 497-226. So that's my WhatsApp number. There was somebody that talked about the emotional classes. So if you could please contact me, I'll really appreciate it. Whoever said that they,
Yes. Okay. So I just copied it, and I'm going to share it on our platform. So, but if you are there, you can still copy it if you are there, so that you can join. You can follow the link right there. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. I really, really appreciate this. And everyone stay blessed. Am I done, Mr. Daniel?
Yes, you are done. You're done. Thank you so much. You're done. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So I'm excused now?
Yes. Please stay well to Daddy for us. Tell Daddy we love him and we wish him, great health.
That's how we do.
All the best.
So much, Ma.
Thank you so much, Ma.
And I hope we'll see you again.
Yeah, asking for you again, of course. There's one mental health program we are going to organize, but I would brief her, I would discuss with her then, communicate to the house. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for your time. Honestly speaking, the plan was not to stay up to this point, but of course, I believe we understand why. She was just trying to take care of her dad, which is, of course, understandable. So I'm going to be ending the meeting right now. So let's not forget, I'm going to be having a session with us, the new members, next week, Friday, for 1 hour, 7 to 8. Yes, it's going to be more about your performance during the interview, and what I think. I'm also going to be sending you a template just in case if somebody asks you, tell me about yourself, you know what to say. And we'll also talk about your first task. You're going to be given a task, and so we'll see. We'll talk more about that. So once again, thank you so much and welcome to the team. God bless you all. So from me, it's a good night to everybody. All right, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.